The death is announced of Peter Prommesse, also known as Steve Bessie, of Blanchard, who passed away at the St. Jude Hospital on Wednesday, 19th November 2014. He was 71 years old, left to mourn his wife, Genevieve Prommesse, also known as Jennifer, of Magnitude Micoud. 14 children, 7 boys, Cletus Prommesse, also known as Dooms, in St. Croix, Timothy Prommesse, also known as Murphy, in Barbados, Leonard Shalry, also known as Hess, in Barbados, Eusebius Prommesse, also known as Bias, of Blanchard, a fisherman of Yefo, Owen Jean-Baptiste, also known as Bolo, of Bon Repos, now residing in Deriso, Octavius Williams, also known as Zoukla, in St. Croix, Chad Prommesse, also known as Fatno, in Castries. 7 girls, Linda Harry Gulbon, in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Marina Charlesworth, also known as Priscilla, Claudia Dorelia, also known as Kerr, of Blanchard, Teresa Shalry, in the USA, Delphina Shalry, also known as Sharon, employed at the Ministry of Education of Leclerc, Renita Charles, also known as Ren, of Deriso, Ophelia Charles, also known as Pelcher, of Labrie. 4 sisters, Rose Eugene, also known as Helena and family in the UK, Mary Polio, also known as Auntie Drew and family in the UK, Nymphia Venage and family in the UK, Philomen Melius, also known as Gino and family of Labrie. 3 brothers, Joseph Edgar, also known as Ezra in the UK, Edwin Prommesse, also known as 44 and family of Deriso, Augustine Prommesse, also known as Grady and family of Bagatelle Castries. Children of his deceased brother, Danton Edgar in the UK. 1 aunt, Mary Malcolm, also known as Edvira, of Deriso. Mother-in-law, Aggie Marriott, of Magnitude Micoud. 29 grandchildren, 15 girls, Kedisha Harry, Trudy Winnell Harry, Mahalia Harry, all in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Cindy Shalry, employed of Sandals Latoc, Nerissa Shalry, also known as Ernell, Tanel George, Keisha Black, Michaela Shalry, Tyler Daniel, attending George Charles Secondary School, Avonelle Charles, attending the Library Girls Primary School, Clea Prommesse in St. Croix, Nita Shalry, employed with the NICE program, Chadla Prommesse in Castries. 12 grandsons, Marique Harry, Clydell Harry, both in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Kim Shalry, Ernie Shalry, Danielle Black of Leclerc, Sajay Jackson, attending the Anglican Primary School, Keyshawn Jackson, attending the First Baptist Preschool, Junior Faulkner, attending the Angers Secondary School, Sasheen Charles, attending Vieux Comprehensive Secondary School, Titus Prommesse in St. Croix, Jason Jean-Baptiste of Deriso, Aaron Jean-Baptiste of Micoud, Kimani Francois, attending Deriso Combined School. 7 great-grands, 5 residing in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, 2 residing in St. Lucia, 27 nieces, both here and abroad, including Celia Polio, Flora Polio, Sheila Polio, all in the UK, Callista Baptist, Shala Melius, both of Labrie, Delta Melius in Scotland, Sophia Peter, Janelle Albert in the USA, Rita Mitchell of Deriso, Claudia and Francisca Vernege, both in the UK. 19 nephews, both here and abroad, including Samson Eugene of Deriso, Sylvester Prommesse, Shem Melius, Reeves Melius, all of Labrie, Albin and Asha Vernege, both in the UK. Many close cousins, including Andrea Padmore and family in the USA, Lucilia Severin and family in the USA, Lucita Severin in the USA, Mark Boston and family in the USA and St. Lucia. 5 sons-in-law: Glenmore Goulbon in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Derek Daniel, Jackson Anderson of Blashaw, Alan Jackson of Leclerc, Martin Charles, also known as Hildreth of Labrie. 3 daughters-in-law: Sabina Marquis of Blanchard, Shirley in Barbados, Claudia Camille of Ciceron Castries, 4 brothers-in-law and 5 sisters-in-law, all of Magritut Miku. Also left to mourn the Edgar families of Deriso and Labrie, the Severin families of Deriso, Labrie, and Castries, the Polio families, the Prommesse families, the Jamari families, all of Deriso, the Breville families of Tirisho Micoud, the Edward families of Deriso and Bellevue, the Tobier family of Deriso and abroad, the Matre families of Deriso and abroad, the Chalry families of Magritut Micoud, the Flood families of Grand Riviere Grosley and Bellevue Vieux. Many close friends, including Mr. Ramo Sentage and family of Deriso, Mr. and Mrs. Vera, Mr. Ephraim of Denry, Everard Mark, also known as Pico in the USA, Tassie Marshall, also known as Cutter-bus driver on the Deriso to Vieux route, John Henry, also known as Blan of Denry Village, the staff of CKO St. Lucia, including the construction site of St. Jude's Hospital, night shift, where he lost work. Many close relatives and friends, both here and abroad, too numerous to mention. The funeral service of the late Peter Prommesse, also known as Steve Vesey of Blanchard, will be held at the Holy Cross Parish Church, Deriso, on Monday, 15th December 2014 at 3 p.m. Then the body will be laid to rest at the Deriso Cemetery. The body now lies at the Lazarus Funeral Home, Udog Road, Vieux. May his soul continue to rest in peace. Note: the mothers and fathers and positive groups of Blanchard are kindly asked to attend the funeral service in full uniform, and also there will be a special collection for the Comfort Bay Home in Vieux at the church.